One of the reasons why you're watching this course today is that you understand that Microsoft Azure has a large amount of resources, functionalities, options, settings, configurations, optimizations. There are so many things that you can do in Azure. There are so many settings that you can configure. And sometimes a small configuration can have an impact on cost, an impact on security, an impact on how you manage your resources. It would be great if Microsoft provided a functionality that would allow you to scan your entire subscription, all of your resources, and give you advice on how you've done. What type of configurations you have in place? Are they optimized? Are they as secure as they should be? Well, that was a common feedback that a lot of organizations had for Microsoft, which is why recently they created something called the Azure Advisor. And what we're going to do now is explore the Azure Advisor. I have access to the Azure Advisor here directly from my window, from my primary portal, or you can search for it under the Search tab. If I click on Azure Advisor, immediately I am brought into the Azure Advisor score, which currently this is a preview feature, but it gives you a general overview over your subscription. This score, in my case here, 80%, tells me that I'm 80% optimized on my configuration, both for cost and security, but also for reliability, operational, the performance of my resources. All of those things, I'm at about 80% efficiency, or I'm running at a level of configuration where I'm optimized to about 80%. So of course, I'll be able to dive a little bit deeper into each one of those areas and see how I can improve my score. It's sort of a gamification of the management of your Azure infrastructure, but it is a very relevant way to look at how well you've deployed your resources, how well you've configured each one of those resources, because all of those resources together are evaluated by the advisor score to provide this view, this outlook on your Azure infrastructure. So let's start to dive a little bit deeper here. First of all, let's click on cost. So if I click on cost, I will see that I have one recommendation for improvement, and it specifically relates to one of my databases. I have a database that is a Cosmos DB, and I've made a setting on this database for scaling, which does not use a throughput threshold. Instead, it uses something called auto-scaling. Autoscaling is a great functionality. It's an option I set directly in my Cosmos DB, and I actually would like this functionality to be set. I think that it is best for my deployment. However, Microsoft tells me that if I did specify a throughput threshold, I would save about $35 per year. So this is a recommendation. This recommendation does not need to be applied. There's nothing forcing me to implement this change in my infrastructure or making a configuration change to my Cosmos DB database. It's simply a recommendation. I have other recommendations for the other buckets here, such as security. And you'll see that for security, I have many more recommendations. Some of my configurations are done for testing purposes, and those are not secured. So I have recommendations to change my security settings for my infrastructure. There are actually many more security recommendations that I can get under the Microsoft Defender for Cloud, which we will look at a later video in this course. When it comes to reliability as well, I have another recommendation here where I'm being told that if I use a NAT gateway, or network address translation, a NAT gateway for outbound connectivity, it would be a better or a more reliable solution for my infrastructure. Currently, I'm not using a NAT gateway, and if I click on that description, it would link me to an article that would describe the process of how to create a NAT gateway. If I click on Operational Excellence, I also get a recommendation to switch to Azure Monitor alerts for my backups. So currently, I don't have any Azure Monitor-based alerts for my backup. Again, it's a recommendation. I am not obliged to make that change. If I click on performance, I have no recommendations. So when it comes to performance, I'm running at the optimum level. So all of these recommendations here under the Azure Advisor are accessible from here, from the Advisor window, but I can also access them from the individual resources. So you might have noticed that when we click on a resource in Azure, on the left-hand pane, we see Azure Advisor as one of the options, and you may get the recommendation there directly under one resource.